Morning. It is Saturday morning, the 5th of July, the day after July 4th. So we went to over by the golf course and watched the fireworks and met some interesting people. A bunch of MAGA hats, and they were a blast. They were all celebrating the big new bill. This morning, when I read my scripture, I read Matthew 10. So Matthew 10:18, that's where Christ says that he saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. Okay, and when you put that in context, this is why he said that. He sent out 72 disciples, 2 by 2. We're going to think about talking about the 12 disciples. Well, they're the ones that were left. Okay. Those are the ones that were closest to him. But the 72 disciples, they went out in pairs, and he gave them very specific instructions on, who to talk to, who to stay with, and it's really, really good marketing advice, right? Anybody in direct sales should know Matthew chapter 10. And what he's talking about is they come back, and even the demons listen to them. Okay, and that's when he said, I tell you that I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. And what he meant by that is that Satan knows about heaven. Satan believes in heaven. But what that is, oh wow. Okay. When you understand the symbolism, heaven, there's no planet heaven. Okay. Heaven is having your mind in order. Okay, it's your mind. It's your way of thinking. All right. And this is really wild. Being blessed means to seek God. Okay, and most people only see God, when they're in a crisis or when they have that need, right? And so when somebody sneezes, you go, bless you. No, I'm good. I'm seeking the Lord. You don't need to be, wishing strife on me. And so when crisis is well, what is it that they're all excited because people listened. Okay, first off, they followed his directions, and so they were in a soft market. It's way easier talking to people about anything that are interested in what you're talking about, but that are looking for what you're selling. Okay, and so he taught them how to determine if somebody wants what you have. Okay, and so it's great, but that what gets the most attention is verse 10:18. But what he's basically saying is, yep, the demons know about the kingdom of heaven because they used to live there. Okay, and they fell from there with Satan. And then Satan, what is Satan? Okay, there's no person named Satan. Okay, Satan is a slang term. It's for a bad person, an ugly person. Okay, in the the Anunnaki mythology, there was the two brothers, Enki and Enlil. All right, Enlil was the older one, that was the right son of Anu. All right, from his wife, where he came from. He wasn't a bastard, and Enki was the bastard son, but he was the one that created us. Okay, he was and Enki and Anu used to call, or Enki and Enlil used to call each other Satan, which meant, there was a slang term, degrading each other. They call each other that, right? Enki, the spirit of Enki, is supposed to be the spirit of Christ, okay? And the helper, the one that wants us to succeed, okay? And, when you understand the backstory, it changes a lot of things. Okay, like they're talking about, Christ was saying hell. The translate was a garbage heap outside the city. Okay, they mentioned Hades in chapter 10. Okay, that is a Greek and Roman mythology place in their mythology. Okay, in Christianity, there's, he references that. He references the Greek and Roman mythology when you hear that, he talks about Hades, right? It's all a place in your mind. Okay, when you die, I figured out that I don't want to be subject to all my memories and thoughts in my head for eternity. I want to be where Christ is, and that's why I started studying him. All right, have a good day.